Yeah.
Anyone else got any fun words they want to sign?
Let's not torture.
We're about to go into dinosaurs. It's fine.
Hence the T-shirt.
Okay, I am just going to ask that very quickly. I'm going to do my introduction, and since Isla's interpreting, can you? Right, thank you. Okay, welcome to the. What hour is this? Is this 95?
96.
96th hour of Adventurous One.
Woo!
Yes. Right, just before we get started, there's a few things that to tell you about our performance today.
So do you have a sense of everything?
Is a relaxed performance. What that means is that the lighting stage should stay like this. We have had some issues with the house lights in the hotel.
I guess there's
but the
officers
here
and
will stay on.
we've had some lieutenants or lieutenants on the
We've
ship.
got a solution, but it may happen at some point in the hour. Also, there will not be any loud, sudden noises.
And some people have gone with really
There will
normal
be music for
names,
atmospheric
Jeremy.
purposes.
Some of
We
them
also have a
really
relaxed
fancy
attitude
names,
towards
it's
sounds and
totally up to
movements
you.
from the audience throughout the show, for the benefit of those who are unable to sit still or stay silent through an hour. On that note, if you do feel like at any point in the show you want to take a breather or a break, just out of the door you came in, right to the right is the seated area. You're welcome to use that to take a breather, and then you
Honestly,
of
on
course
the
be welcome back
second.
in as you decide to do that. I'm Naomi, I'm your stage manager for today. If you need anything, you can
Magical
I'm
plus
right over
one
there.
armor.
You can give me a
Because I
wave,
think
you can
everyone
come
on the ship
over and
now
get
has
me,
the magical
and I'll
plus
try
one
and
armor.
sort you out as best I can. If you do need something like a hearing headset at this moment in time, come find me now while Leo does the introduction, and I will get that sorted for you. Apart from that, if no one needs anything, I'm going to pass over to Leo, who is our games master for this morning. This afternoon.
Yeah. Woo! This evening.
Hi, welcome. My name's Leo. I'm going to be your games master from now until around 10 o'clock this evening. If you don't know what this is, what is this? What's going on? Good Lord. This is a tabletop role-playing game, which means that the three people around me here each have individual characters that they are playing, that they use to interact with a fantasy setting. I, on the other hand, am controlling the fantasy setting. Everything else, the enemies, the allies, and in recent hours, the dinosaurs. Hence the T-shirt. Thank you, Chloe.
I appreciate you, Leo.
To mediate between myself and the players and the rest of the world, we sometimes use dice. If you hear me say D and then a number, I'm talking about a dice. Give you a quick catch-up on the story. Not all of the story, because obviously 95 hours have happened. So if things happen that you need context for, I'll try and fill those in. But very briefly, the players here are members of a scientific research vessel called the Spirit of the Horizon, which on its first expedition awoke an ancient elder god, as you tend to do. And in trying to escape from said god, they cast a spell that was way too powerful for any of them to control, flipping them into a new plane of existence. And now they are trying to get home by reconstructing the tablet which helped them cast the spell in the first place. In the very last hour, the queens of the Thundercrest Isles asked them to go and clear out an island called Nubla to try. One person on the end enjoyed this immensely. I don't know about the rest of you. Nubla, which happened to be infested with dinosaurs. They met a warden who claimed to be the protector of the dinosaurs. They also saw a dragon, a huge bronze dragon, swoop out of nowhere. That seemed to be playing with the dinosaurs in some way. At the very last hour, the crew came across a Katafu woman, which are these tall, troll-like humanoids, very ugly features, but they don't think they're ugly, obviously, in battle with about 6 or 8 small dinosaurs with fans around their faces. You may know them as Dilophosaurus if you're as big a nerd about these things as I am. Yeah, don't worry about it, James. It's fine.
We're only fighting them. We don't need to know what they are.
The battle commenced, and sadly, the quartermaster of the ship had just fallen unconscious as the last hour ended. So we'll see if he is saved. Before we jump straight back in, let's go around the table and hear from our players. Tell me who you are, what your character's name is, and give us a little bit of background about what distinguishes them briefly from the rest of the crew.
Well, my name is James. Hello. My character's name is Jeffrey Wigglebottom.
Of course it is.
And his job aboard the ship is the head of research's assistant. He has some sorcery, which is probably going to be useful if you're fighting dragons and that sort of shizzle.
Yep.
Do you want anything else?
No, that's fine. Cheers.
My name's Chloe. I'm playing Relora Ellenvall, who is the commander of the ship, though very recently appointed. She's a half-elf bard, so she can do magic songs, which I'm sure will be just as much use in fighting dinosaurs. Here's hoping.
Yep.
My name's James. I'm Horace Redblade, a human fighter, and I'm the first lieutenant on the ship. And key distinguishers that I don't cast arcane spells. So there's that.
Can I get Horace's dexterity score quickly?
+2, 14.
14. Cheers. Okay. Battle music, please, Naomi. As we go back into the scene. So, just to set the scene for you guys, we have a slight clearing where the battle is. It's very loud. Where the battle is taking place. 30 feet into a tree line stand the entire party. Now, over their time in Havmar, this new reality, the crew have become rather attuned to the fact that from time to time, a magical golden teleportation energy will overtake them and replace whoever happened to be in the field with them. Yeah, very, very convenient. This is the first time it's happening to you, Wigglebottom, and you, Redblade. You'd heard stories about it, but of course, you'd never actually had it happen to you before. And as the gold plays over your skin and you get this metallic taste in your tongue, tell me what you were doing on the ship the moment before you were teleported into the situation you're going to be teleported into.
I was in the process of eating a nice beef stroganoff.
Yes, no doubt Carl had a hand in that. Carl, the ship's cook.
Lovely cook.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
What a nice guy.
I was standing on the deck of the ship.
Absolutely. Standing guard,
Yes.
as usual. Relora.
I think I was in one of my slightly weird meetings with the captain, where there's a kind of slight weird stepdad vibe with the captain currently.
Speak to HR about that.
The HR's dead.
Oh,
Like, so
God.
many people on this ship
HR
have
is
died.
dead. The Admiralty is nowhere to be seen right now. They're in a different reality. And as the glowing light grows and grows, it gets too bright for you to see for a moment, and then you're in the middle of a forest, and in front of you are 8 of these small. They look a little bit like chickens in a way, except they've got long tails and fans. And the telltale signs of the teleportation magic is amongst them. It looks like one of your crew members was amongst them and has been whisked away by the magic. Who is still amongst them is this Katafu lady, this troll-like lady. You've met lots of Katafu amongst your time here, and in fact you've managed to broker in the past a peace deal between them and the Komodo, the lizard-like people. She is holding her own against the... for want of a better word, dinosaurs? What are we doing, chaps? Wigglebottom, I mean, it's your decks first.
Is it?
It is, actually.
Bloody hell. I'm just going to try and check out what's going down in Dinosaur Town. See.
Oh my god.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know if is there a fight going on? Like,
Yes, yeah, there's definitely a fight going on.
they look quite angry, these chicken people.
As you watch, one of the chicken people, as you call them, they're very small, they're about 2 foot tall, makes a sound, and there's a fan that in beautiful colours erupting out of, reminding you a little bit of a leathery peacock, and out of its mouth spray 9 different colours. This massive spray that goes over the Katafu woman, and it seems to damage her quite badly.
Oh dear. Now, my character's never seen Jurassic Park.
Good.
But he does not like chickens in general. So
Hence the beef stroganoff.
Beef stroganoff, yeah. It does not like birds. So I think I'm going to cast a cheeky little spell on this one that's
Sure.
doing-
They're about 60 feet ahead of you. So 30 feet ahead of you, you've got the tree line, and then 30 feet beyond that
So
is
that they
this
don't
little
know
pitch
that I'm
battle.
here necessarily.
Not yet, no.
Lovely. Well, being a stealthy mofo, I'm going to...
Roll a stealth check.
No, fuck off, I'm not going to do that. There's no point. Do they happen to be standing in a very convenient line, any of them?
What are you thinking to
I
doing?
want to cast a lightning bolt.
A lightning bolt. You'd be able to catch maybe 3 of them with a
That
lightning bolt.
sounds just enough for me to make it worth my while.
Okay. So describe to me how you cast this spell.
I'm going to run forward until they're...
The edge of the tree line?
Yeah, well, yes,
Yeah.
that's what I will say, rather than within a range where I will not be penalised. Run to the edge of the tree line. And
Role playing, James. Role playing.
cast forward, saying a magical word, similar but not Hadouken, and cast forth with my magical energies. And I feel the lightning going through me like a gentle tickle against my brain. And cast forth the bolt towards these bastard chicken bastards.
Absolutely, the bastard chicken bastards. Why don't you roll for me 8d6 damage?
Well, because I've only got one. Give me
Here
some magic.
are 4 more.
Fantastic. Well, I'll
6 if you want it.
just give me a fantastic.
So those 6
2
and
more.
then re-roll 2 more.
Let's do some adding. Okay.
Shout them out.
Is that a 1? That is a 6. Yes,
That's
6.
a 6, yeah.
Plus another 6. That's 12.
What confused him is that 6 on this dice is an elder sign. So.
That's 18. I've done right rolled fucking well. 18, 24,
And you get 2.
29.
Two
plus
more?
2 more. Yeah. It's 29 plus another 7. So that's 36. And add charisma modifier to ability damage plus an extra 5. So that's 41 points of motherfucking damage.
That's an incredible amount of
Yeah,
damage.
and no one is clapping. Fuck you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
There's Relora's dice bet.
I'm the commander of this ship, and you've just come out of nowhere. I've never
I'm a-
met you or seen you before.
I'm a very competent assistant. Thank you.
As Jeffrey reaches forth his hand and the lightning, you chose the name.
I love it. It's perfect.
The lightning streams forward from it, frying 3 of the chicken birds. They just get absolutely thrown asunder, their meat half cooked already. Even the ones that saw it coming, had no chance whatsoever against that.
Always expects the wiggle bottom.
That's
Relora,
on
why
the ship.
don't?
That's my catchphrase.
How injured do they look from that?
They're dead.
They're dead.
Oh, they're
Is
dead.
there nothing around now? that's
No, there are
threat?
now 5.
Oh, I see. Sorry, there's 5
There
left.
were 8. There are now 5.
Jeez. Okay. How far away am I from them?
You wait.
How far away am I from them?
You're 60 feet away from them. So again,
God
you're
damn
30
it.
feet until the tree line. Well, you've got 30 feet of movement. Don't forget.
Yeah.
30 feet until the tree line, and then they're 30 feet beyond that.
Okay. I am going to. What's the range on sleep?
I believe it's 30 feet. Or it might be
Okay.
60.
Well, I'll get 30 feet there.
Yep.
And then I'd like to cast sleep.
Absolutely.
I'll go for 4th level.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
No,
I'm
no, no.
really perturbed by this whole situation. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I'm trying to be non-violent.
Okay. So just.
I've just
So
fried
just-
3 of them.
And the captain currently wants all crew to be non-violent.
Well, no one told me.
7, 9.
Bloody assistant.
It's a second. Is it a second level spell?
Yes. Yes.
So roll
Yeah.
9d8 for me.
1, 6, 11, and oh, you've thrown me now. 11. That's 13. So that's 4 of them. How many am I rolling? 9.
9.
So 11. That's 14. So that's 25. 6 of them.
This is the most fun bit. of
This
D&D.
is 30.
I love maths.
So that's. I've
You
done
know,
8.
There's a
Am I
school
up to
in
10 now?
Denmark that uses
Um,
this to teach maths. So just
There's a role play. There's a
You need
LARPing
9.
school. So
Where?
that's 44.
Denmark, I just told you
it's
about
a, It's a full laughing school. And that's an 8. So that is 52.
Bloody hell. Describe to me how you cast sleep to send the rest of the other 5 Dilophosaurus to sleep.
What she actually does is her magic kind of comes out in tiny white little pearly orbs from her hands, and under her breath she hums this tiny tune that the captain is he's a very tormented man. He's a barbarian, but who has an issue with violence now. He's very conflicted. he has trouble sleeping at times.
It's been a long 95 hours.
Yeah, there's a lot of character development going on. And I think occasionally Relora will send him a message, a psychic message, which is just like this little tune to help him get to sleep, to soothe him. It's really quiet, and it's only it's just kind of. So basically, lullaby.
Very nice.
And she does that to the dinosaurs.
And with that, all 5 of the remaining Dilophosaurus slowly drift off to sleep and just fall over.
In a line
sideways.
or?
No, they're grouped around this Catafu woman that you've seen. That's incredible. Well done. Horace, it's your turn. You've just watched the commander run forward and shoot like little blue orbs out of her hand to send everybody to sleep.
And I say we've got a minute. Because it only
lasts
a minute.
Lasts a minute.
Yeah, it lasts a minute.
That's good to know.
So do we want to kill the chickens, or do we want to find some way to find them or something, or what?
I think right now it's a case of killing. That woman looked like she was trying to kill them.
I mean, very much. Roll an insight check for me.
Is that both of us?
Yeah, both of you. Not Jeffrey. Jeffrey's just trying to line up his next line.
7.
Sorry?
7, regrettably.
7?
22.
22. Relora, you figured that the Catafu lady was defending herself, but not necessarily aggressively attacking the Dilophosaurus. It was the Dilophosaurus that were attacking her.
Well, if they were attacking her, then it's preemptive self-defense.
My favourite kind.
I give Horace the go-ahead to...
Slit their throats and sleep. Got it. Okay.
It's a fun game. We're having fun.
Okay, so...
Nice people, I swear.
So I'll go up to the first one, which is the fowl, which is closest, and I'll slit its throat with my long sword.
Absolutely. You get advantage on this, and I believe it's an automatic critical because it's asleep.
Coup de grace.
So just roll your damage.
Is that 2d8 because it's critical?
2d8 because it's critical.
Plus the 8 from my strength bonus. That's 9 plus 8 is 17.
Yep, this one's dead.
Well done.
You go to slit its throat, and you just put a little bit more pressure on, and you've chopped its head off.
Okay.
Considering we've got a minute.
You've got a second attack.
Oh,
by the way.
go for it.
do
Please
I?
go for it.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll...
Oh, sorry, I'm just going to get... There should be another sheet.
Oh, actually, you started 60 feet away from this combat, so...
I only get one attack, that's fair.
Yeah, okay, let's because they're asleep, let's say you have time to run up to them and kill one of them.
Oh, okay.
Right, the Catafu now turns to the rest of you. You're all visible now. You've all come out of the tree line, along with an Eriag that you hadn't seen until this point. Now, yes, James.
What's an Eriag?
I was literally about to say.
Got it.
Now, the Eriag are about 6.5 to 7 foot, sort of dark browny, reddy, matted fur. They don't tend to wear any clothes because their fur is so prodigious.
Chewbacca, got it.
Yeah, without saying that.
Since we're streaming, different enough to be not violate
Yeah,
any intellectual
definitely,
property.
Yeah, fair. The Eriag are definitely not Wookiee. And
It's great watching you.
so, how many have you had? Really, it's
This
5
is my
o'clock.
second.
So this Catafu and the Eriag catch each other's eye, and they just sort of stand off for a moment with these now 4 Dilophosaurus laying around them.
Right. Okay, I say to the Iriag and the Katafu, are you okay? Are you under threat?
The Katafu says, "I'm fine. Thank you for saving me." And the Iriag immediately says over her, because the Iriag immediately says over her, "We are fine, but these poor creatures have been destroyed. The 4 that you have saved, we should take to the tree line and release back into the wild.
Can you control
Also,
them?
who are you?"
We're crew members of the Spirit of the Horizon.
Yes, I've seen your magic before. Your
I'm
teleportation.
Nice to meet you.
I am the warden of this land, the Lost Isle.
I am assistant to the head of the research department.
Then you shall be of much use.
I am Commander Relora Ellenfall of the ship.
An officer.
I'm Horace Redblade, First Lieutenant of the ship.
Another officer.
Yes.
I don't know which officer is higher, do you?
I'm the lowest ranking.
That's fine.
I just definitely do not kill people I've just met. That's my thing.
That's good to know.
Technically, I would be higher ranking, though I don't want to diminish the standing of any of my crew.
Right, so I'm listening to you then.
Listen to her. She's great.
Thank you. Jeffrey.
She knows my name.
Can you control these creatures if we let them wake?
Control? Who amongst us can control nature? And the Katafu goes, "Well, I'm a druid, so I can control nature. That's kind of my whole thing."
Are we safe if we let them wake up?
Probably not. They attacked me.
Have we been talking for over a minute now?
Yeah, I'm
Not
worried
yet.
that we're getting
Okay,
close.
good.
How close are we?
About 40 seconds has passed.
Can
Okay.
I just maneuver around so they're in a kind of a straight line?
There's 4 of them.
Yeah.
You can get 2 of them.
Can I walk and just start kicking one until they're in a straight line, just in case they kind of... No, it's fine.
Sure, so Jeffrey reaches down and lifts one up to put it in line with the 3rd one, and then he goes to the 4th one. The Katafu goes, "What are you doing?"
I'm taking them slightly closer to the tree line. Deception roll?
Yes.
Good job, I'm a sorcerer with high charisma. 18.
You do look quite weak. You can't carry them the whole way in one go, can you?
That's
Here,
ex-
let me help you.
We're getting dangerously close and waking up now.
Yes, we must hurry. Everybody grab a dinosaur and take it to the tree line.
I just give a little kind of nod to Horace, and I give him a psychic message saying, "Have your sword ready."
Very well.
So I'm
The
not
Iriag-
trusting that these things are safe.
As this happens, the Iriag comes up to you right on your shoulder and goes, "I know we have only just met, but I have been living on this island for many years, and I have never seen this woman before. Do not trust her." And then he leans down and picks up a dinosaur and goes, "Yes, to the tree line," and carries on.
So there's one dinosaur not being carried right
There's
now.
one dinosaur not being carried right
Do
now.
I still have one?
No.
Good.
Oh,
Commander, I don't want to carry them. I was just going to wait to kill them. But I'll do whatever you say.
right. I'm not. To be honest, I'm not quite sure whether we want to aggravate the. I think they're called Ariag. But, and to be honest, by this point, I'm sure they're waking up.
Yes, they are. Yeah. You can feel the effect of your sleep spell slowly wearing off, and Horace, the Dilophosaurus in your arms, stirs slightly.
I'm still holding my sword, aren't I?
Yes.
I slit his throat.
Yep, sure, absolutely. Roll damage.
Is it an automatic critical this time?
Yes.
5 plus 8 is
13?
13. Do I get
Yep,
to do
you
another
kill
one?
it.
Can I roll deception to
dead.
go, "Oh gosh, he trips!" In case the warden's getting aggy. Oh, but no,
The warden does indeed turn around and go, "No, why? Why would you kill?" And then it jumps on him. It desperately tries to attack him with its claws.
Is
Yeah,
it
we're
not
not safe.
grappled at the moment, technically?
It is grappled technically at the moment, but that I've already taken into
Good,
account.
I know you would have done. I was just wanted to get some spice for the audience.
No, that's all right. Thank you. We have never played together. This is
James' first.
Can I just say I'm really liking this?
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed this. It's
I feel
good.
like we're best friends.
It's called a repartee, isn't it? And it slashes him, and you can see blood starting to emerge from out underneath his
Very quick question.
fur. Yeah.
Do these things, I know they seem chickeny, do they also seem lizardy? Because I do have a dagger of lizard control that I've not been able to use yet.
Very big discussion about evolution here.
Yeah. Just checking that it's not
You
useful
could
at all.
certainly try and control them with your dagger of lizard control.
She might go for
I
something
believe-
that's more certain and isn't going to make her look like a fool. So,
and the moment after the Dilophosaurus attacks the warden, whom you know as the warden, you can see him speaking. And the Dilophosaurus hops down and goes, and then runs off into the trees, followed by the one that was in Moreau's, the Catafu's arms. You haven't learned her name yet. And that's it, isn't it? There's only two left.
there's two live
no,
ones
there was
or two
one.
dead ones?
There was one on the floor, yeah, there was one on the floor just in front of you that then follows into the tree line as well. So three of them are getting away through the trees. They're running away.
That's all the ones that are still alive.
Yes. Around you are three charred Dilophosaurus and three with their heads chopped off. Well, two with their heads chopped off.
Put away your sword, Horace. Thank
Can
you
we
for your
get
help.
get a more sort of jungly, naturey music? Thank you.
Look for the
What?
bare necessity.
What did we say about Creative Commons, James?
I forgot we're live streaming this.
The camera is there. Right.
Hello, my lawyers.
I want to ask him, what did you say to that? How did you communicate with it?
It is very simple. When you have lived on this island for as long as I, you learn the tongues of the creatures. That's it. That's the end of the sentence.
We all
And you
paused
hear
for a long time.
you hear it from the Catafu woman
Oh.
as she rolls her eyes.
Catafu, what is your name?
My name is Moreau.
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 Jeffrey.
Greetings, Jeffrey.
Ooh. Firm.
Presumably, some of our crew members were here before we were here.
The warden turns to you and goes, "That is correct.
Where were they headed?
We were headed towards the dragons.
They were
The dragon's lair.
they were travelling with you.
Yes.
Well, I kind of cast my eye around just to, because I like to take on input from my crew, and because I've only been a commander for like 2 weeks, and I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I want to just, should we continue?
Well, I don't see why not.
Can we work out why we were doing this? And I assume it will be for a good reason, and then if it is a good reason, we'll do that.
Well, the captain said that we were sent at least to this island by, I can't remember the name of the queen, but one of the queens of the Thundercrest Isles.
There's
Some
Elowin,
mission.
Tabris, and Abelzim.
Those ones.
One of them.
We were sent. It was some diplomatic mission or similar for them.
Okay. Moreau.
Yes.
Obviously, we're new here. Was our mission to assist you with what now?
I have just met you.
I know. Also, our
I have
crewmates.
no idea who your crewmates were.
Well, assume the people who were here previously, before they magically vanished at the same time we magically appeared in, were our crewmates.
There was a small man who flew very quickly around, kicking the dinosaurs.
Galbert?
I never learned his name.
Right.
Well, assume. So, was their mission, or the people, our crewmates who have agreed to you, will be going to this dinosaur lair to help you kill the dinosaurs, or find something there?
You are out of your depths.
Yeah, give me something to work with, buddy.
I want to keep talking to the area.
Yeah.
It seems like he knows what's going on more.
Catafu. Please, what's going down in the dinosaur town?
You've used that joke once already.
Have some more, my water skin.
I I have never met any of your crew. I wasn't able to talk to the small one that tried to save me, that intervened in this battle. I am helping the dragon Moreau.
And your name is also Moreau?
No,
No?
he didn't say that.
The cat who said her name was Mary.
Yes.
I've got it written down.
The Catafoo has made a mistake.
Because Sarah tweeted it, so I'll believe that now.
No.
If it's on Twitter, it's
fine.
canon.
If it's
Yeah.
on Twitter, it's canon. That's happened.
20 minutes, Gina.
Cheers, Nay. The Catapoo goes, oh, I did say that, didn't I? And then her form drops. And standing in front of you is a gigantic bronze dragon.
Mahomey!
How big
like-
is gigantic?
Aye, huge. We're talking, have you seen Tremors?
Yeah.
The worms in Tremors are considered gigantic.
Okay, right. Yes, context. Good.
So about, what, sort of 60 foot long, maybe a bit more than that, 20 foot high. It's big.
Okay.
Big. Good understatement there. Yeah, big.
Oh, I remember the Rock. Relora would be able to, the huge dead bird that you killed initially when you
Yes.
came to the Thunderquest Isles, the first mission that Abelzim gave you, that rock was gigantic.
Right.
Gargantuan.
How much? I mean, this is all in like 1 second. How aggressive does she look?
I
as
mean,
a giant dragon.
she's right up in your face, but that might just be for eyeline's sake.
Damn my intelligence of remembering names.
At the point where the form drops and that you see this dragon, the Ariag goes, "You! It is you that I have by..." And that's as far as he gets before the dragon, in a booming voice, goes, "Oh, spare me, please." With a massive eye roll, and goes, "Sorcerer, this one is upset because I am trying to help the natural process of evolution. My little brothers here are destined to become me, and I just want to help them along their way. This one," she gestures with a claw to the Ariag, "this one, he thinks that I am an aberration, that I am in the way of nature's true course. What do you think?"
Relora sends a message psychically going, "Tread carefully."
Well, oh gracious one, you possibly can sense within me a small part of bronze dragon.
I knew I liked you.
And I you. So I obviously I have my loyalties to my superior superior officer. I was going to go for diplomatic, but I stand on the side of the dragons where possible, as long as they don't conflict. God's sake.
So you are with me, and you understand that the natural course of things is for these, my little brothers, to become like me also.
Yes.
But you defer to your superior officer, she says, bringing her head right round to you on its big, long neck. And it might as well be making eye contact with both of you as you stood next to one another.
I want to message the Ariag.
He's gone.
He's just pegged it.
You guys, yeah. You
Fuck
guys,
him,
this keeps
fuck him.
happening to you guys. You don't keep an eye on
This
things.
happens so many times.
He has full Batman'd you.
Okay. Oh God. I message Horace then because I just don't really know what to do. I go, Horace, do we fight or do we cooperate?
Well, its scales are shiny, so that means it's good.
I send a message to you.
The dragon is getting somewhat perturbed with all this psychic going on. Yeah,
Yeah, but
you're all
it's subtle
pointing at each other.
pointing, it's subtle pointing.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
He's not looking at me.
21.
Yeah, okay, it's subtle for you. Roll a sleight of hand check.
He's not looking at me. 17.
What's your message?
No, it sees.
Oh.
He was looking away from me.
It's a dragon.
What's the message?
I say, please cooperate. Out loud, I say, what say you, Commander? Can I roll deception?
Yes.
Never mind. It was fine. It's not bad. It was like 16, and quite believable, maybe.
No. No, it rolled an 18 on its inside.
Ah, mother dragon.
It is, yeah, mummy
Mother of
dragon.
dragons.
It's not that.
Okay. Sorry again to the lawyers.
Okay, Relora was appointed to be a commander because the captain praised her out of the box thinking. So when she's not sure what to do, she usually goes with the most stupid plan that she can think of. So, knowing that the Ariag said that the previous crew members were travelling with him, and trusting that they were travelling with him for a reason, and trusting in them and their judgment, I think I'm doing this right. How close are we all?
I assume we're on different sides of the dragon. Kind of.
No. I mean, it's a huge creature.
Oh, we're probably in front of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
so-
we're on different sides, then
Being
perhaps
on-
when you say, what say you, Commander, I
Yeah.
beckon you over for a conversation, so we are quite close. Tell me if I've done... I cast Tiny Hut.
Okay, sure.
Because I want to secure us, and stuff can't
And you
come
can have a
in.
chat now.
Stuff can't come in, but it can go out.
Yes.
So it's a good position for
Yes.
us to...
Should have a better name than Tiny Hut, though, shouldn't
It's
it?
called
Well,
Tiny Hut.
It's the first on a ladder. It like
Okay.
they get the top one's magnificent mansion. So
Oh, fair play.
there you are.
Then I take it back.
Tiny Hut, and if I'm right, things can leave the Tiny Hut,
But
they
can't
can't
get in.
come in.
Yes.
Okay, so I cast Tiny Hut.
Mhm.
We're all inside this
You're
dome.
you're all pretty. It's not.
How much was that? That was 5.
It's like a 6-man tent.
They're quite big.
They are quite big,
That's fair.
but you're all stood up.
It's also tiny
Yeah.
and a hut.
Can sound travel? So can the dragon still hear us?
Not to my knowledge. No, I don't think it can.
Let's
Okay.
whisper it.
Look, our crew members were with the Ariag. I don't know where he's gone, but I trust that they were with him for a reason, and I don't trust this dragon. Now, obviously, the dragon's going to know that we're at least not cooperative because I've just created a small hut around us to protect us from it. But we can stay here. We have a safe vantage point from which to shoot missiles, etc. I don't trust this dragon.
Just a quickie. Why are we in the jungle?
It's wherever anyone who went before us is. You
So
just
are we trying,
you
would
go
the
where
area
they
to
are.
go to somewhere? Because, like, we didn't have to fight the dragon. Like, we can just be nice to dragon, and then get them to get it to take us or like not kill us. And if we fuck up, like talking nice to it, then we just go and kill it.
You're
Let's try and be diplomatic first.
diplomatic from the guy who just immediately killed the first thing he saw when we got here.
I am a multi-layered, three-dimensional person, okay? And I do not like birds.
Horace, what do you think?
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe I mean it's a bronze dragon. I've heard the metallic dragons are
best.
shiny. They're good.
They're
They've
really
got good
awesome.
alignment. I heard.
Yeah, great.
I
Most
mean,
of them.
that is true
Most of
where
them.
you come from, but you've got to bear in mind that since you've been here on Havmar, Horus, you have not seen any humans, elves, dwarves, half-elves, dragonborn, gnomes, halflings. None of those exist here. So, for all you know, anything could be happening.
They could exist. They could just be hiding.
Or they could just be hiding. 7 complete species could just be hiding. And doing a very good job of it, by the way.
Underground party.
No, that's later.
I'll defer to the commander's decision.
Like, they've probably got a completely different set of knowledge that we might need for whatever mission we're currently on, which I'm still not 100% clear about. But we could probably get some stuff written up. I think diplomatically, we could kill it if it doesn't like us.
You have total confidence in your ability to kill that thing.
No. But
Right.
if we don't do that, then it will kill us.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Do dragons in this reality typically hoard treasure?
You don't know. You've not met. This is the first dragon you've met,
First dragon I've met.
I believe. This
The
is the first dragon
that
they've
I've met
yeah.
that's been able to disguise itself as a katafu
Yeah.
thing.
What?
Cat.
The,
Okay.
What it was beforehand.
The
Before
troll-like creature that you
changed.
saw.
Yeah,
You remember?
Legend, yeah.
Yeah.
Just because she said tartafu, and I got confused.
Well,
Sorry.
there's a slight dialectical argument over whether it's katafu or katafu, but it
That's
doesn't
fair.
matter.
No, that's fine.
Relora doesn't have a huge amount of knowledge about animals or things like that, so I think she's actually going to trust what Hector's said. Horace, sorry.
It's fine.
Hector the Bold was someone I met the other day. Horace. And says, okay, we see if we can cooperate with it. Dispel tiny hut.
Okay. Which, by the way, for your future reference, I have already been corrected from the
can't-
audience. It takes a minute to cast, but we'll let you get away with it.
In fairness, I
On
was
this
talking
occasion.
to that.
Yeah.
for
We'll
a
just say
long time.
we'll just say that Jeff distracted her.
Yeah,
For a minute.
apologies.
That's 10 minutes.
So I dispelled tiny hut and make a mental note of how long it takes to cast. And I say to the dragon, apologies,
The
I'm
dragon's gone.
Sorted! Let's go!
Yeah, why would it hang around? It's got things to do, man. On the floor is a small.
Well, we're all safe. Can we just appreciate we're all alive?
On the floor is what now?
Thank you. On the floor is a small scroll.
I'll check it out.
Okay, you unroll the scroll.
That's a good rhyme.
Thank you. I'm a poet. And it's a map. It appears to be a map. At the bottom of the map is the edge of the forest line behind you. Then the map continues over a plain for about 1 kilometre, and then a canyon. And there's an arrow saying, to your ship, full stop, leave, full stop.
This is very passive aggressive.
I feel like it's more than passive aggressive at this point.
Could have tried to kill us, but that's fine. We've got a map. Always look at the positive. What were we trying to find?
All I know is that Thundercrest sent us here. I don't know if it was to try and find one of the tablet pieces that we've been looking for,
That'd
or
be good.
whether it was to aid that Ariag.
It was two.
Chloe knows.
Chloe knows.
She's-
What, Relora doesn't know?
I don't like the organisation on the ship has been pretty.
Do
poor.
they talk on
Sure,
the ship?
I do remember that Brother Jurgen was taking point on the negotiations. So
Yeah.
Brother Jurgen is
Chief Morale Officer.
chief morale officer on the ship. He partakes. Shall we say? Sorry, I interrupted you.
I wasn't going to say. I was waiting to find out what we're doing here.
Well, I'm not going to tell you if none of you know.
All Relora knows, all Relora knows is that they were with the Ariag. We should be assisting the Ariag, and I don't think we should be going back to the ship. Because if we were able to leave this island, then already crew members would have come back to the ship with the mission completed. Are there any tracks or anything that show where the Ariag went?
Roll an investigation check for me.
Cool. I asked the other two to also look for them. Well, you know, more eyes.
Yeah.
And that was an 8.
10.
Come on, Horace.
7.
Yes!
There ain't no tracks here.
Are there any other markings on the map?
Yes.
Anything of interest?
Yeah. There's a small message written just in the corner that says, "My little brothers are extremely dangerous. Do not go back in the jungle."
Are we currently in the jungle?
No, you're at the edge of the jungle.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
And if we move forward, does that follow the path on the map?
Yeah, so ahead of you is this open plain, and just in this distance, you feel like you can see the canyon that's marked on the map.
Why is the canyon marked?
Because
It wants us to go back to the
it's
ship.
got an arrow. The canyon has got an arrow marked saying to your ship.
Oh, so it's the
Leave.
canyon
It's like,
and then further
it's like
onto the
Google
ship.
Maps. It's got like a little dot all the way back to our ship, I assume.
More or less, but it just said follow the canyon, and that'll get you back to the ship. It's sort of the impression that you get from this map.
Good.
I don't trust. I'm sorry,
That's fine.
Horace, but I don't trust that dragon. I don't trust the things it's telling us. I instinctively trust the person who was travelling with our crew.
You're in charge, and I totally 100% agree with you. Like, I am part dragon, but, you know, I wouldn't trust me as far as I can throw me.
That's
far could you
comforting
throw
to
you?
know.
Not very far, so...
What if she does?
Where's Eriag? Let's find him and let's ask him some questions. It's probably the best.
We don't even know the direction he went off in. do we?
Warden! Warden! I shout. Well, that was useful. Good.
Do you have any form of magic that can scry for him or anything?
Well, funny you should say that, because I am pretty darn good at water breathing.
Pretty sure that's not scrying.
Nope, it's not. No, I have nothing. But I create a minor illusion of myself doing a dance.
How does Renora react to this?
At first, she thought that Jeffrey was wasted in the research department, and now she's absolutely thrilled that he's not higher up the command chain.
The reason I haven't gone higher up the chain.
Brina, she's throwing shade at your department, man.
Oh, just to clarify, I'm not a very high assistant in the department. I'm one of her many assistants, probably the lowest. However,
we can't go back to the ship.
fantastic.
The mission, whatever it is, I seem to have the area hasn't been finished. So pretty much the only option is to go into the jungle where we've been told not to go, right?
Let's go find the Eriag.
Is the only option to go into the jungle?
You've got the jungle or the plain.
And the plane is back to the ship.
I vote jungle.
No. You've got the jungle, plain, and the canyon at the other end of the plain. But the plain is like larger than that.
Can I be honest?
You could just go in any direction.
The plane sounds really dull. The jungle sounds fun. And better for the plot. So let's just go there.
And
We've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes of jungle time.
Jungle.
Can I jump
I
in your back?
respect. I
Let's go.
respect my crew.
Fine.
Jungle.
Jungle. Okay, I was going to start a chant, but you agreed. Let's go.
okay.
We wander into the jungle with.
Can
her
I?
at the front.
Jeffrey seems really confident.
Yes.
So I'm not going to necessarily do additional work to try and protect him. But I would at least like to sing a song of inspiration
Sure, that would help.
to Horace.
Sure.
What are you
To
talking-
try
Can I not hear the
because
song?
as you can hear it, but it's not going to give you anything additional. Because she tries to protect people by singing songs. She doesn't know what rhymes with Horace.
Boris.
Morris.
I'm sure Red Blade has tons of rhymes.
Red Blade.
Solace. That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Red blade as we walk into the jungle's glade. Please take care, please be aware of what might be lurking beneath the tree shade. Take care, let me keep you safe, Red blade. Please, I hope we make it back alive.
I cast minor illusion of me doing a dance to this song.
It's just instrumental now.
Okay. Take a D8 take a D8 inspiration die. Yeah, thank you very much, Chloe.
This is a new one because I broke the other one yesterday during the show.
It gets intense. This
Can I
Yeah.
shed a tear
It's
as
just a
she's
D8,
singing
you
the
can
song?
roll
You
it
can
anytime.
shed
To make
a
her
tear.
feel bad for not protecting me.
You take a D8 inspiration die, and as you finish your inspiration, well, actually, what finishes your instrumental as you're chatting along is a. Which I know has been scientifically disproved, but is awesome. And suddenly, literally out of nowhere, I'm not talking about it's run up on you, I mean literally out of nowhere, stands a 12-foot high, 60-foot long lizard with a jaw the size of your upper body and teeth the length of your hand. Yeah, just about that big. And it's just roaring in your face, and you get spit all over you. And then as soon as it was there, it's gone again.
So it just appeared and spat on me.
The jungle is not a fan of your singing.
And now it's back again. And it comes in to bite Jeffrey. And that's where we're going to leave this hour of Adventurers Wanted. Thanks very much, guys. We're going to hand back over to our SM Naomi to do the outro spiel.
For those of you who didn't quite pick up on that, I do play, when I'm not SMing, the lead of the Arcane Research.
My boss.
That's what that was. I'm his boss. Unfortunately, I didn't notice and pick that up. Right, so thank you for coming along to our 96 Hour of Adventurers Wanted. Please do feel free to come back at any point and join us on our adventure. We will be here in this room every day up until the 28th of August from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then 5 p.m. till 10 p.m. apart from on the 24th and 25th.
Yeah.
We're fine. We've only done 3 fringes already.
Exactly.
Right. Just a couple of things quickly. First of all, please do, if you can't come back, follow us on Adventurers250 on Twitter, where we are live tweeting, or twitch.tv/AdventurersWanted, hello stream, where we are streaming everything for the whole month, and that's also going up on our YouTube channel.
Which is Adventurers Wanted, I think.
You can buy audience tickets or player tickets, and we'll make you up a character, and you can do things.
Yeah,
Could be sitting next to me.
Yeah, so obviously if you do want to come and play, it is £5 to play as James did today. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm just going to pass over to are you in a show at all?
No, not in the
No.
show.
So I'm just going to pass over to James, who's in a show that he's going to plug now.
Fun times. I'm in 3 shows, guys.
Can you plug them all in one sentence?
The best show is this one, How to Be a Winner, in which I recreate every 90s game show from the 90s in 1 hour in an Uber game show. I've also got this show, which is for kids, not for you, and another show called The Tinder Games, in which I take over 2 comedians' Tinder accounts, try and convince someone to come to the venue for a date before the end of the hour, and whoever doesn't get a date is murdered.
Oh, I'm going to very quickly
Tinder
plug
games.
one. I've been doing fake plugs, but this is a real one, I swear. There's a really wonderful show called Morale is High Since We Gave Up Hope at Summer Hall, and it's at 10:15, and it's kind of songs and stories and time travel, and it's brilliant.
Okay, thank you very much. If you would like to stay for the next hour, please do feel free to pop downstairs and refresh your tickets, be that audience or player. Other than that, thank you very much. If you could please leave the door we came in through after giving our players and our GM a round of applause.
And thanks for being a great audience as well. It was...
I will be here to split the T-Rex's throat.
The next thing we kill, we will kill in your honor.